This is the What's Next podcast, Houston's #1 platform where I invite creatives to share their journeys and give us a depiction of their visions. Most importantly, the last question I'll ask is, what's next? Houston, Texas, man. It's episode 88. I almost did not drop this episode. But then I said it's cause to celebrate. Listen, I just voted today, y'all. It's time. Walk with me.
Yo, it feel like 95. Sachi on my body.
Yes.
Biggie, chicken, puffy, all that ballin'.
Here's a hobby and I'm wildin' in my wallies.
No Pilates.
Houston, Texas. Houston, Texas. Welcome to the 88th episode. The 88th edition of the What's Next podcast, a production of Still Visionary Inc. This is a creative story, and I'm recording actually on drop day. So I apologize for being tardy. I initially wasn't going to drop this episode. I was going to say, hey, let me just take a break, and I will be back next week. But being committed to something, which we're going to talk about a lot today, in the span of 30 minutes, being committed to something drives you not to lose, drives you not to do it. So, again, you know, I've been scouring my house. Hold on right quick. I've been scouring my, hold on.
I'm ready.
Hold on.
Baby, I'm ready.
Hold on. Wait a minute. We ain't made it to that segment just yet. Okay, we have not made it to that segment just yet. And the song that's on my mind, this segment is gonna, let me just say, my man Echol remix did it again. Okay, he did it again, and I'm gonna play that song, right? Which is why I'm really grateful that this episode turned out to be what it was gonna be, because you know initially, like I've said, if I don't have a guest, I start to panic. I start to really panic, and I'm just like, what am I going to do? Is this going to be the week that I don't drop? What am I going to do? And then I say to myself, listen, you haven't opened up enough. You have not opened up enough. So here's your chance to show some introspectiveness, to be introspective. Here's your chance, right? And so as I'm going through, I'm watching the weekend pass by. Of course, I had some things to do. I'm just thinking, man, when am I going to sit down? And everybody that I had hollered at to try to get on the podcast could not do the podcast when I wanted to do the podcast. So I said, ooh-wee, this could be the week that I don't drop. And even last night, I was thinking, hey, I'm going to stay up as long as I need to do the podcast. And my wife wasn't feeling well. And so I said, you know what? This is going to be the week. It's going to be the week. But we'll get into that. Houston, Texas, welcome back to episode number 88, the 88th edition of the What's Next podcast, a production of Still Visionary Inc. My name is John Ross Dike I, and before we get started with the episode, I want to introduce my social media handles so I can get that out the way. Okay, my name is John Ross Dike I, and you can follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at John Ross Dike and Still_Visionary. If you would, connect with me on LinkedIn, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my fan page on Facebook, and visit my website at stillvisionary.com. That's stillvisionary.com for all of my listening audience. Okay. Directly in front of you, I have all the t-shirts that I sell on my website, as well as the trunk of my car. And you can shop stillvisionary.com/merch. Listen, I voted today, right? And I have on the sticker, see? You might not be able to see it, but I put it on my Instagram story. I voted today, and I think that this election is and will be the most important election that I have ever voted in. I don't think I did vote in 2016, and shortly after I voted, when we were seeing what was going on that night, I went to sleep and woke up, and it was crazy. I felt a black cloud over the country, right? Which I won't get too much into, but yeah, I voted today, and Again, I did not know if I was going to drop an episode, and I say that often when I do it by myself, but I did not know I was going to drop an episode. And after I voted, I was encouraged. And here's why. This is what I think that people should take from this episode. Okay. This is the 88th episode, committed, right? And commitment is a huge hurdle, right? To jump over, to mess up. It's a huge hurdle. And the reason why I say that is, first and foremost, tomorrow, the 21st of October, I will be celebrating 3 years of marriage with the love of my life, Kizzie Farmer Dike. And I want to say to her, most importantly to her, that I love you with all my heart and soul. And I know that it's difficult dealing with a creative or somebody who aspires to change their lifestyle in the midst of a relationship, a marriage. And I just praise God for granting you to me. I praise God for the opportunity to mess up, learn how to change, and come back better than I did before. So to the love of my life, everything that I've accomplished in life would not be attainable without you. And I want you to know that. I want you to feel that. I want you to understand that I represent you wherever I go. And I just love you for sticking on this journey with me. It's tough. I can be very, very, very stubborn, very selfish, very tunnel visioned. And I want to make sure that in this journey, even if there are times that you don't want to partake in the journey, I want you to understand that I still cherish you. I love you, and happy 3-year anniversary to the love of my life. But commitment, man, it's whoever said that marriage was easy and that you wouldn't have to work. Actually, I've heard the opposite, but whoever said that or believes that is sadly mistaken, because when you get people like me who, you meet your significant other and you were in one part of your life then, and then, you get bit. My man used to say, you get bit by that acting bug, and then all of a sudden, that's all you want to do, but you realize that the opportunity is so far and few between in where you reside that you have to, you have to figure out a way. If you want to continue to get that thrill, you have to figure a way. So I want to say, man, commitment it's you got to be committed. You got to be committed. If I wasn't committed, man, and I'm speaking from the creative standpoint, if I wasn't committed, I would have just said, you know what, next week, right? And I found myself doing that, especially when I feel that, people are not doing their part. There are a lot of people that need their stories told. There are a lot of people that are creating things, and, I haven't worked hard enough to garner that respect from people, but I'm working towards that. But also I'm realizing too that, in this journey, man, I got a lot of stuff going on. And I realized that yesterday. The kids got back into school this week, and so you got to add that added stress because this virus is still rampant. You got to add that added stress of, now we got to teach sitting down on a laptop, even in person, right? And so I said to myself, listen, man, I want to be an actor, right? And podcasting is far from that, right? So I've had to put that on the back burner and turn the heat low on that, right? To the point where I try to even turn the stove on that one. It's just, it don't even, I got to light a match to light that stove up, right? I coach basketball, volleyball, and softball. That's 3 sports. And now I've actually dived into what I'm really trying to do with production, and that is produce other people's material, right? And so that's another added nugget. So I said to myself, listen, pardon me, something got to go, right? Starting next year, I'm done with volleyball. Listen, especially this year, I'm seeing that this year has been one of the best years in volleyball because we have a youthful staff. And the way we just sit and strategize on the phone, I hate to miss that, but man, it's just a lot of stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? And you can't handle it all. If I want to go in this direction, you got to burn the ships. Shouts to my homegirl, Queen Ruby Lee. You got to burn the ships and just know I'm stuck here. You know what I'm saying? And that's been part of my problem. I've been so, when you're creating, my homegirl Takara said, you love something if you do it for free. And I've spent the duration of my production career doing everything for free, right? Not everything, but for the majority of things for free. And it was all for the love. It was in the heart, right? And so obviously, if I'm doing those things for free, then something on the other end gotta provide me that stability. And it's been working at HISD. It's been coaching. But as much as I preach consistency and understanding the moment at hand and seizing it, it's not good enough to just coach and not put your all into it. Like I love volleyball, especially when I watch it done correctly. And Coach Waller, shouts to her, Coach Ward, shouts to her. They are phenomenal coaches, right? And I see myself, and I have not improved. I love it, but it's just time to let some things go, right? It's just time to let some things go. So, man, being committed, man, it's a hard thing to do when you're not all the way in. And I'm learning and are continuing to learn that a marriage is top priority. Which brings me to the point where, I asked Eve this in 82, you got time. And me and my man Mario used to talk all the time, and we would say, is it ever really over? Right? And, I've really thought in my mind, man, do I have to let it go? Am I going to have to let it go? How do you continue to chase a dream and want a family and kids and, the picket fence all at the same time? Something got to give. You know what I'm saying? So, that was really the reason I was like, yo, am I really going to do this episode or not? You know what I'm saying? Am I really going to do this episode? But I'm committed to it. I love my wife too. I'm committed to her too. Yeah, man. Listen, you already know what time it is. I have no experiences today for this episode. I just wanted to come on here, shout my wife out, say it's our 3rd year anniversary. And I've been listening to this record the whole weekend. As you know, episode, I believe it might have been episode 83. You got Love and Inspiration featuring my man Echol remix. He came on there and we were talking about his journey. We were talking about his process to creating music. And every Friday, I hope you watch this on my Instagram channel. Every Friday, he drops new music Fridays featuring himself, right? And he dropped a record a couple of weeks ago, Change, that I played with Nigel, who was in episode number 86. I played it with Nigel. Not the appropriate place to play it, but still, I played it with Nigel, right? Then he dropped a record after that one. It was cool. It was great. Then he dropped this one. He dropped snippets of this one, Committed, featuring Eboni Ray. He dropped this record with her. And I said to myself, oh my God. Oh my God. This guy done it again. What song's on my mind? You ask? First of all, listen, I'm a music head, so I wake up, there's songs in my head, and I go right to those records. I'm a Nas head, right? It was songs in my mind that helped me build this podcast, Destroy and Rebuild off of Stillmatic, right? My Way off of the Lost Tapes, which I've frequently mentioned as the song that was on my mind. But this record right here, this R&B smash right here, right? It deserves to be talked about because it's just that fire. Right? And so I'm going to play it. It's 3 minutes and 27 seconds. But listen, I got to get all of it, and I'm going to try not to put any air horns on it. I'm going to try to let you listen to it because it's about 14 minutes into the episode. It's about 14 minutes into the episode. But here it is. This is the song that's on my mind. It's by Echol remix featuring Eboni Ray. Committed. I'm gonna try not to ruin it. Sipping on that honey jack.
Oh yeah! I just wanna be the one you love. I just wanna be the one you trust.
Dedicating this to my wife. I love you, baby. Happy anniversary.
That kind of love I've been praying for.
Uh-oh.
I wanna be wrapped in your world, babe.
Yeesh.
In my diamonds and pearls. Wake up to you every day. I wanna become.
Here it goes.
Baby.
Baby, I'm ready to be totally committed to you.
Just in time for the season, y'all.
If you ask me, baby, I'll tell you. I'm totally committed to you. I'm ready. Baby, I'm ready to be totally committed to you. Totally committed, baby. If you ask me, baby, I'll tell you. I'm totally committed to you. Totally committed, babe.
Let me ask a question, babe. Will you give your all to me? Will you love me faithfully? Promise that you'll never leave.
Oh, my bad.
Well, if you promise, then
Nice.
I'll do the same. Even give you my last name.
Is it a vibe? Is it a vibe?
Loyalty
Echol remix featuring Eboni Ray.
till eternity. I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready to be totally committed to you. If you ask me, baby, I'll tell you. I'll tell you.
Excuse me.
Totally committed to you. I'm ready. I'm ready. Baby, I'm ready to be totally committed to you. I'm totally committed, baby.
If you ask me,
Baby,
babe,
I'll tell you. Then I'll tell you, baby. I'm totally committed to you.
My goodness. Listen. I don't know what you listening to. And that record is so hard I might play it again in this episode. But I don't know what you listening to. But whatever you listening to right now, just because it might have that industry stamp on it, doesn't mean that shit is hot. That record right there, on whatever budget it was created on, that record right there, you'd be hard pressed to point at a better record to me. That you know, on an independent level, that record right there was a smash. So much so, listen, I tend to not follow people on Instagram when they have locked profiles, right? Because I want my follow to be subtle. I don't want my follow to be this huge announcement on Instagram. Oh, John Ross Dike on Instagram is trying to follow you. But when I heard the snippets of that record, when I heard the snippets of it, I said, wait a minute. And you know, listen, I only give energy, right? I only give energy to what I know I love. And what I know I love is just supporting people who are on the come up. because I'm on the come up, right? And that's part of the reason why you with commitment, it takes a toll on you. It takes, which is what I understand my wife to be saying. It takes. While you're giving everything you got to it, you're taking from something else. But this record right here, I've played it and I almost felt awkward. I was like, yo, damn, that record goes so hard. Is this what I need to be? Is this where I need to be right now? Is it where I need to be? Is it where I need to be? Right? I mean, again, the name of that record is Committed by Echol Remix featuring Eboni Ray. And where I was going with that was I went to her Instagram page and followed her. It was a locked profile. I followed her because, man, she sounded amazing on that record. And I want to sit down and talk about the creation of that record. I do. It's just fire. Really, listen, today is October the 20th. Tomorrow is my anniversary, right? Today is October the 20th. And we have 72 days left in the year. Listen, you better get on the hunt. 72 days. 72 days, with today being the 20th. And it's kind of funny. Today being the 20th, we got 11 days left in October 2020, right? 30 days in 30 days in November, right? And 31 days in December. So we got 72 days left. And what do I hope to attain, man? You know, it's crazy because my inbox has been flooded with brokers. Because, you know, recently I concluded the coursework for the real estate program that I was in. And my inbox has been flooded with brokers, right? And it's funny how knowledge comes to you after you've done your due diligence. And so I need to take the test, and I'm taking the test on November the 6th. It's a Friday, so pray for me. I'm taking the test on November the 6th. And, you know, God willing, it's the first time I take it and the last time I take it. You know what I'm saying? So with 72 days left, that's definitely on my mind. It's also on my mind to keep going, man. I got to get a better schedule going with how to get people on. And listen, if you're listening to this, we're about 23, 24 minutes in. I want to tell you, listen, it's time to stop hating, especially with that record. This record, listen, that record is fire. Here we go. That record is fire. Here we go. Listen, it's time to give props where it is due. This record is fire. There is no other record in Houston, Texas that is this fire. Or a duet like this, it's no other record. And so I need you to follow my man, Echol Remix, on Instagram. I need you to follow him on Instagram. I need you to follow Eboni Ray on Instagram. Let me get her name on here. Man said he want to feel it in his soul. Listen, people do pray for that type of love.
I wanna be wrapped in your world, babe.
Yeah.
In my diamonds and pearls, wake up to you every day.
And
I wanna be committed, baby.
yo, I'm ready.
Baby, I'm ready to be totally committed to you.
Yeah.
If you ask me, baby, I'll tell you. I'm totally committed to you. I'm ready. Baby, I'm ready.
I can't hit that note.
Totally committed.
I can't hit that note. Listen, I came to show love to people that deserve the love, man. My man works super hard. Y'all need to follow this record. You need to find this record. You need to share this record. If you rock with me, you know I've been sharing this record. Ask me a question, Mom. I'm learning to. Oh, for sure. That's a check. That's easy. I'm here to stay. Come on.
Well, if you promise, then I'll do the same.
Yeah.
Even give
Marriage.
you my last name.
Marriage, y'all. He's talking about marriage.
Give you all my loyalty. Love you till eternity. I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Baby, I'm ready to be totally committed to you. If you ask me, baby, I'll tell you. I'm totally committed to you.
That's how you do. That's how you know the song is real. When you close your eyes and you're singing, you know you can't sing. That's how you know the song is real.
Totally committed to you.
Come on, man. God damn. God damn. Listen, I wonder if people will be watching my podcast and be like, yo, god damn, that boy John is real like that. I be wondering that, man, for real. Listen. Jesus Christ. My goodness, man. Look, I'm not going to play the record again. I'm not going to play it again, all right? Because that's overkill. I've been playing it in my own personal time. Jesus, that AC is high. Yeah, 72 days left. I want to get the I want to get my real estate license completed and move on, because I felt a weight has been lifted, right? I felt a weight has been lifted, and shouts to everybody who's getting continuing education. I know I've said that before. Shouts to everybody who's doing that, because listen, it is not an easy task. It's not easy at all to go back, reprogram your brain to learn again. It's not easy at all. So kudos to everybody who is doing that. You have my utmost acknowledgement, utmost respect, right? Listen, this is episode 88. I don't have much. Tomorrow's my anniversary. I didn't want this idea of not dropping an episode every week to linger in my head, because it was going to stick with me, because I'm committed. And, I can't stress enough to my wife, the love of my life. Man, listen, it crossed my mind today. I'll save that. But to the love of my life, I love you with all my heart and soul. If anybody wrote a book on our lives, where we've been, you know what I'm saying? Where we've been, it's truly a testament to devotion to the Lord, to keep two individuals who weren't expecting what we've been through sane. And so to you, I plead with you. I say to you, I love you with all my heart and soul, and everything that I do is dedicated to you, to baby D. Rest in peace to my baby. Yeah, man. I didn't want to be long on this episode. I felt committed. I feel committed. And sometimes in commitment, you got to learn to let some things go. And, shouts to all the, is it Libra season still? Shouts to all the Libras. Shouts to all the Libras. I think we're moving into a new season. And 72 days left. Everybody buckle up, man. Get accomplished what you set to get accomplished. Share my podcast with somebody. I don't care if you like or subscribe, because obviously now I got my core fan. I'm just trying to expand. Share my podcast with somebody. Tell them, yo, I know this guy in Houston, Texas. He's an educator. He's a podcaster. He has really dope conversations. Don't say interviews. Say conversations, because everybody's trying to interview. And personally, people don't know how to talk to interview, so I'm not going to go there, right? But say he has really dope conversations, and, you should check him out. What's next for me? Listen, Houston, Texas. Houston, Texas. Should I go here again? Should I go here again? I don't know. Should I go here again? Maybe I should. My man dropped this record. Maybe I should go here again. I don't know. What's next for me? It's hard to say, man. I know I need change. I need to change my mentality in terms of fully believing. And that could have been a whole episode in itself. But I need to change my mentality, start to let some things go in terms of in my 9 to 5. Let some things go so I can give more to my marriage, most importantly. And hold on, let me lower this. So I can give more to my marriage and give more to SVI. But to my wife, happy anniversary. What's next is celebrating our 3 years. Some people don't make it that far. And, you know, here it goes. Oh, shit.
I'm ready. Baby, I'm ready to be totally committed to you. If you ask me, baby, I'll tell you. I'm totally committed to you.
This is the note that really got me.
I'm ready.
I gotta pause that, man, because I play that record 10 more times. That's what you should do. Give somebody my podcast, man. Stop playing around. Houston, Texas, man. You already know what time it is. I apologize for the episode being late. Better late than never. This is episode number 88, Committed. This is episode number 88, Committed, of the What's Next podcast, a production of Still Visionary Inc. My name is John Ross Dike I. I voted today. You should go out and vote. Stop playing with them. We need to get Trump out of office. Houston, Texas, I love it. See me in my fittest hat. Let's go!
Yo, it feel like 95. Sachi
Peace and blessings.
Biggie, chicken, puppy, all that ballin' is a hobby. And I'm wildin' in my wallies. More way, get you more way. Nah, that's these Spumante. My crystal ball, I see crystal. I crystal y'all with that. I saw the sign like ace of spades. That ace of spades get cracked me like cheers to the money guy. The Willie nigga who buy them bottles and then they spill these liquors. Yo, salute my dude. I see you, dog. 5 bottles, 1 dick. Why I need 2 bras? I know I'm out of line, but love is shower time. You know it rose rain when your cloud is 9. Get off that high ass hussy. This a private party.